set because we could afford one day shooting on the Warner Brothers backlot, and he was mixing the sound for The Dark Knight Rises at the time, and he came over and just kind of pat me on the back basically and said, like, "This is awesome, you're doing a movie, this is so great, I can't wait to see it." And he didn't have to do that, he's a really busy guy, and I think it just goes to show why, first of all, why people like working for him so much, and second of all, why his movies are so good, because he truly cares about the people that he works with and that work for him, and it makes us all want to work hard for him. And yeah, I admire the hell out of that, and yeah, having his support in this was really important to me.
I thought I read somewhere that he actually initially discouraged you from acting in it too.
Yeah, you know, someone wrote that, and it's really not true. They kind of misconstrued what I said. He asked a question. He said, "Are you sure you want to act and direct at the same time?" Because he'll ask questions, you know, and that's a really valid question to ask. And when I said yes, he didn't then discourage me. He was never anything but encouraging.
All right, let's see. We got time for some more here. Okay, I'm gonna go for you right in the second round. Yeah.
I love that one of the manners of that we're coming to a big title we had, Hit Record Films. I wanted to ask, how much was there actually some of the community that came out and helped do any production work or anything like that? Provide any of that for the Hit Record community? It was so massive.
Yeah, thanks. So what he asked is, because it says Hit Record Films at the top, if any of the Hit Record community were involved in the production of this movie. Sort of, but with a few caveats, the answer is kind of no, that this was a traditionally made movie, and I thought it was really important that I do one in a traditional way before the master plan takes effect and we start making feature films with our, Hit Record collaborative creative process. But a couple things. One, there's no way I could have done this if I hadn't have had the experience that I've had directing the community to do all the projects that we've done. I've learned so much about working with lots of people, because when you're directing a movie, it's the same thing. You're directing a ton of people and trying to get good contributions out of them. And secondly, there actually are a few people from the community that are involved. Yeah, first of all, Wiro I love that Wiro gets applause. That makes me really happy. He did like the sort of flash frames when there's just a quick flash. He did those. So we sent him single frames from the movie, and he sort of did his colorful magic on them. And that's what those are. They're not really like anything more than that. They're just kind of single frames of Wiro lights. And who else? Campaign. I don't know if you know Campaign, who's a prominent musician in the community. He's the one going, "Hey, hey!" He's got that voice. And then Kier. KRRR on the site. He did a bunch of work. He actually worked as Nathan Johnson, who composed the music. He worked as Nathan's sort of assistant and did a lot of the charting and a lot of the kind of assistant engineering and stuff. And he's working for Hit Record full time now. And he's just someone who is really diligent and hardworking with in the community. So yeah, it's in there. Mark, the creative director of Hit Record, did the titles. What else? That might be it. Yeah.
I just remembered something that deserves a round of applause, I think. You shot this on this weird, unheard of format called 35mm film.
Sir.
What the hell? Was that because Ryan Johnson would have killed you if you
Ryan Johnson and Chris
film?
Nolan would have double teamed me and murdered me if I hadn't. No, because I grew up shooting on film, and I wanted to shoot one on film. I'm the last person to be high and mighty about that. I love shooting stuff on little digital cameras too, on all kinds of cameras. But this I wanted to be on film, and it probably saved us time and money, because those big fat digital cameras like the Alexa and stuff like that, those actually take quite a lot of crew and tech and stuff to make them work. And when you're on sort of a smaller budget or relatively small budget like this, shooting on Panavision 35mm cameras is actually, it's kind of more rugged, it's more reliable, and it's the way to go still.
That might be more shocking than any of the porn in the movie. I'm just saying. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay, in the kind of bluish green shirt there, it's a guy. Yeah, you.